prioritize this pick, but we got to take a look at the draft.
Yep, going into game 2, this is where decisions are going to be made, possibly feelings hurt, but games are won and lost off of what is going to go down. Here we go. Once more, RRQ Akira on the play. I was expecting to switch up here, but no, they're doing the same thing. Franco and Fanny taken out, and then Occupy Thrones banning out the carry and the glue.
I kind of feel like they understand, is it really worth banning all EXP laners for Takashi? Because I kind of feel like he had an entire year to basically trade all of the meta EXP laners and then some.
I think the best part is that I think RRQ identifies the mission right here is just to basically ban away the Fanny, ban away the Franco, ban away the Kaja, which Maro used in the previous game. Occupy Thrones will trade that ban with a 1-1 ban, but this opens up to the Joy.
And there you go, Astro Thunder still gets his hero anyways. The Joy comes through, and mind you, this is still a flex. We have seen King play this.
Here's the thing, right? Joy, like, it started off very slow, but now it's really catching steam. 1-1 is #1 in pick and ban rate with 100%. Gee, I wonder why.
Man, like, 1-1, super broken, especially when she gets into the air, spreads all the damage all across the board. But even with the recent nerfs, it's still not enough.
Looking at this, right? So Valentina picked up again. When I see a Valentina, I think of control. I think of team fight. So I'm looking at the draft from Occupy Thrones. I want to see a team fight composition.
Yep. We're looking sure that, Occupy Thrones will pick up a team fight composition. First ingredient for that team fight composition is a tanky frontline. There you go. That's the Fredrin going in. Don't feel for the carry at all because, Occupy Thrones has always already banned it away. Now, I think the biggest question from the side of RQ Akira, where is this Joy going to be? Because Jungle Joy doesn't look as delicious anymore. It feels like a EXP Joy is the way to go right now.
Yeah, okay, so I agree. Let Joy be there. So I feel like in this situation, don't pick up a clear-cut jungler just yet because you said as well, King can use this hero. So wait until the end of the draft to make a decision. With Eve as well as Cho picked up, this is a very strong dual mid lane because they can have a lot of control because yes, Cho is a catch hero, but the thing is, because of his Jit Kundo, he has AoE crowd control as well. So this is actually a good answer towards a possible team fight composition where you have a lot of control in the slows with the Eve as well as the knockups with the Cho.
Yep, and this leads into the current storyline, the path, the narrative for both coaches drafting is everyone's non-committal except for Coach Mundo, who picked up on what we were saying. You gotta give Leo an assassin, and at first I thought they were gonna, take this to their grave, flex that Fredrin until the very last minute, but no. Leo said, Coach, look at me, I need the assassin.
Yeah, I need the assassin, goes for the higher. Preferably, I prefer the Link because you got the global map presence, but I mean, as long as Leo is comfortable on this assassin, that's great. Now, your biggest target that you need to look out for is definitely that Eve. You want to try to land the shadow kills on top of the Eve, burst them down, but then again, there's also that tricky part, right? Joy can always take the aggression from the shadow kill and then run away with it.
So that's why the way that I'm looking at drafts right now, if you're picking up in the Hayabusa, what's the follow-up is going to be very important because you need someone to isolate absolutely anyone, right? So and you got to make sure that you get to dictate how people are isolating yourself because throughout this M4 World Championship, you can't really rely on your opponent to isolate themselves from their own teammates. So you need someone to force it out. Again, Akai is not good here, but I'm thinking of something like an Akai where you don't get to choose where you're going to be at, and then the Hayabusa could take control. So I'm looking at the draft. If they can pick anyone that isolates someone from RRQ Akira, because you're saying that the target is the Eve. How can you be sure the Eve will anyways be alone?
It doesn't even have to be isolation in the fact of an ult, right? It doesn't even have to be the fact that I can, through my skills, do that. It can be just the nature of the hero. So I'm also looking at possibly Kufra, the Kufra is solid looking right now.
Your team is picking.
I definitely agree, but it's going to be the Lunongs being picked up by the side of Occupy Thrones. I feel like the Kufra should be there in game number 1, but it got slipped away. But RRQ Akira will confirm that Broody for Gusta Lagusta. Now the question is that the Lunongs gold lane?
I think so. I personally
Yeah,
think
it
so.
is.
Because I don't think anywhere else she should be, because the Valentina is definitely a way better mid laner, and they're finishing off with the Hilda, so kind of isolating because you're pushing people away.
Yeah, and you're going in the bushes before they
Yeah.
do. So when they check in, oh, no, not here, not here. So you scramble your opponents. I see the concept. And now as an overall draft, looking at Occupy Thrones, what they have brought to the table, it looks better. But if there is one thing I have to nitpick is the fact that they left Gado again in that very, very late game island.
Yeah, very late game island, and looking at the draft coming in from RRQ Akira, they're actually drafting in a way they could possibly end the game without even fighting, because they can just push everyone away from neutral objectives and have Brody shredding on those turrets like no one's business.
That's correct. Brody is a very heavy, hard hitter. Yes, in my opinion, Brody is not really good at team fights, but when you have that Yves to spread out this box, you have the threat of the Cho to come in and Jikundo, you have the threat of the Lapu Lapu with the Various Warrior, the Brody could just free hit that turret out of control.
Let's see if the plans will come through for either of these teams, because one of them's going home tonight. This is game 2. It's match point for RRQ Akira going up against Occupy Thrones.
Yeah, looking at this game right now, again, I want to see how both roamers are actually going to do their thing, because as the Hilda, right now, King is on the Joy. I want to see if the Hilda is going to put a lot of pressure. Maro is here, giving pressure, but unable to really secure the buff. So right now, he's just going to run away.
I mean, it's going to be King zipping, zapping around, but Maro,
wow.
looking a little bit low. The region kicking in right here. Lewis, the Jikundo doesn't connect for now. Maro will walk away, but King uses the retreat.
Oh, difficult situation. I think RRQ Akira committed a little bit too much to trying to get Maro down, and I think that's mission accomplished. I think Occupy Thrones should be happy with that first minute.
I agree. They really should be happy. So now, what's next? Because looking at how Maro is playing, slowing down Akira's rotation is actually quite key. But then, what's next? They gotta wait for Leo on this Hayabusa to look at all the information that he has. Okay, Maro, where are they? 3 people around the bottom side of the map. Okay, I'm gonna go top. I'm gonna secure a kill.
Yeah, a lot of brush control right here. It's going to be Maro diving all the way to the back line. King zipping, zapping around once again. No ultimate. I think they're just going to touch and go.
And this is something that RRQ Akira took advantage of in game 1, right? The fact that Occupy Thrones had no vision. They had to, again, just in the most savage way, check in with Maro's life on the line, but now Maro can just run away.
Yeah, okay, Maro is looking at a good situation, but looking at both sides of the map, I'm looking at EXP as well as gold lane. In terms of damage, I kind of feel like you got more damage around the gold lane. So I kind of feel like if they do want to dive, if they do want to get some kind of engagement, they got to go there. But it looks like right now, they're starting up a fight around Turtle.
King is hovering around the turtle pit. Maro opening it up. Lewis trying to scout around for pickups. If they have to let go of the turtle, it's going to be reset for now.
Wow, the respect from both teams is like, okay,
man.
I understand what you're putting on the table, and I fear it, and I respect it, but who's going to pull the trigger first? King, just working on this turtle. Still, Tekashi jumps into the back line. Knocked out by Hulk. Oh, it started!
Oh, he's going to be starting right now. The turtle will be slain by King. It's Tekashi with the Various Warrior. Leo nowhere to be going.
Hey.
But, he's able to slip all the way. Leo, only 1 HP. Lewis has to burn the flicker at the same time. The kick going in as well. King is just wrecking havoc.
Yeah, that I was surprised. I thought he died as well,
Yeah,
but
same.
I guess he managed to use his ult on time to actually run away from the fight. But look at this, Occupy Thrones. King is getting... Look at Maro, yes! Maro's chasing.
He's chasing.
King is there,
One
and he
ultimate,
got
but
it.
he will be traded by Sagan. I mean, is this worth it?
I think it is, honestly. Anytime a roamer dies for a jungler and you're close to parity, keep doing it.
Right now, I'm looking at the items, and again, I'm gonna stay with my point. If they actually want to get kills, I kind of feel like this is weird, this is uncharacteristic, but they got to go towards the gold lane for both teams. I mean, because Brody early game actually has a lot of damage. In fact, look at this Blade of Heptases. He has the damage. So right now, both teams occupy thrones. I kind of feel like just go up in gold lane.
But neither team are thinking that. Maro is pressuring mid and bottom. I think it comes down to a turtle spawn, right? Like they still want to help build that up. And again, here you'll see how the timing, again, is so different for Occupy Thrones because they want to make sure Gado is ready, but wait, they catch Maro.
Oh, Maro, the kick going in as well, but it's a sideway kick. Look at the edge of the real one manipulation. Maro, he walks away like a boss.
I mean, I guess this is why Malaysia likes Hilda, because so annoying. You think you got the kill, but the moment there's a bush there, you kind of always forget how much healing you get from that.
The level of knowing how to balance out the damage from the Maro's Hilda is just way too crazy. And now Gado building in with a clock. Let's take a look at the emblems.
Yeah, looking at the emblems right now, it looks like Leo understands. For some reason, Hayabusa needs a little bit more damage, so he's sacrificing a little bit of his movement speed for the damage. And right now, Luis is going up against Maro, and it looks like Maro is winning the trade. Roamer against Roamer violence.
Again, the fact that they're playing with a Lunox just shows that they're willing to make sacrifices, and it's a full-on engage.
Shadow kill going in at the same time. Gusta has to run away. Now here comes Ferrari 77. Real own run manipulation. Gusta just walking around, but will get shut down by Ferrari 77. Luis kick Maro all the way back to no man's land. Saigon will pick that up. It's a 1-for-1 trade.
Again, Maro for anyone from RRQ Akira is a good trade, especially since Gado's not suffering just yet. Hey, they put an assist on that gold laner.
And I just like looking at a fight around the goal lane, so now they're freeing things up a little bit. Fury 77 got the
purple?
He protected the purple.
Oh, wow.
It's on him instead of King. So again, that's a check for Occupy Thrones in the mid-game.
Everything is going superbly well for Occupy Thrones in a very awkward way. RRQ Akira, I don't know. Everything is looking slightly okay for now in terms of the goal lead. Super even.
Oh, you hear that? Conceal, Luis looking for an engage, but Maro spots him again. The vision game making the difference.
Yeah, the Hilda is just so annoying to deal with. No wonder everybody hates her.
Yeah, a lot of people hate her, and right now, looking at the items, we got to look at the Eve, where the Brute Force Breastplate has been picked up. So, for Occupy Thrones, if they do want to catch someone out, they got to make sure that they see this item first, because you're going to have to... You have to invest a little bit more into that.
Yep, Real World Manipulation going in, zoning out Maro away, but the kick will be there. Try to sell something. Look at how tanky Maro is, but it's going to be the peel coming in. But Maro, he's still alive though. Nowhere for Maro to run finally. The squirrel jump, and he has to fall on the ground someday.
Close call. If only this was maybe 2 or 3 minutes into the game more, then maybe Gado would have gotten a kill or two. But at least they're just trading Maro. Maro's more than happy to be of service to his squad this way and eventually get them to the late game where they're more comfortable. Something I want to talk about. Saigon is owning mid. Saigon, the fact that he hasn't really left this lane as much is at least keeping RRQ Akira in a small lead. Again, that's 1,000 gold.
But King, Maro scouts out King for now, but it's going to be the turtle that's already spawned. Occupy Thrones currently working up purple buff for now. Maro's going to engage in and jumping out, but Tekashi going in the back line. The Bravest Warrior activating on first, 77 and 12, but it's very 77 responding with the Bravest Warrior, and now they have to run away. The Shark Kill going in, finding Luis, but he has to bike out. First 77 still on the run as well, just biking out, chucking it down. Lil coming back, taking the turtle away.
Oh, bodies are falling, Luis for Fury,
no,
and it's not done
yet! Occupy Thrones putting pressure on enemy's wound and peeling it apart.
If we see an instant replay, we can see how Occupy Thrones is actually isolating people from RRQ Akira, because that's what we were talking about. You got to find a way to isolate members of RRQ Akira to make sure that Neo has optimized damage. Now, the way to do it is kind of weird, because Shadow Kill to put everyone together, and once everyone is together, then they start isolating people. So, reverse order, but it still works out.
It's isolation
By
with more steps.
Exactly.
It's like, we come together and then we isolate and then we come together again. Occupy Thrones, I think the way that Maro has been playing this Hilda is actually making so much sense. Opening up the map, everyone somehow is scared of the Hilda.
With the way that Maro had stepped up, originally they had a different shot caller. It was their mid laner previously, Joke. But now it's Fury 77. Maro had to come into the leadership role, and here he's making all the difference. He shrank that gold lead previously about 1,000 and change. Now it's OT who's actually owning the map.
And look at this, the main damage dealer, Lunox, as well as the Brody, already having 2 core items. I would say if they want to fight, this is the time to fight, because you gotta engage the Brody before he gets his Blade of Despair. Once that is online, this is a very scary Brody. Lunox, just by having 2 items, right? Lightning Truncheon as well as the Clock of Destiny, you can already wreak havoc.
And thinking of the possibilities, right? We really haven't seen the full potential of Gado just yet. He can even survive when King tries to dive him. But so far, RRQ Akira have picked up on it. Hey, Occupied Thrones are owning more of the map. We should watch out. Tekash tries to engage, cancels it. Oh, no, Leo!
It's so hard to see Hayabusa just jumping in back and forth like that. Leo, super slick on this. This is the assassin that he's comfortable with. Mero gets slowed down by the E for now. Leo, oh, he actually catches Gusta, but have to run away. Look at how much Gusta hurts.
Look at this, it's very crazy, but Luis gets a kick.
Oh, Luis got a kick for 7-7, actually blowing down the real world manipulation. Icon following suit, but he gets cancelled by Hawk at the same time. Torn apart memory, not tearing people apart. From the side, Occupied Thrones. It's gonna be Leo coming into the shadow kill all the way to the back line. King looking to reload the Shuriken there to finish the King off. Hawk will be there to say hi to Tekashi. Backs off because Occupied Throne pick up a good kill.
Look at the way Occupied Thrones is approaching the fight. Leo is the one engaging. He's giving the idea, I'm gonna use my Ogi Shadow Kill, and that forces the members of RRQ Akira to actually move together.
Up Mero running away, running for the hills at the same time. He's super fast. RRQ Akira cannot catch up.
He is just zooming on throughout the map. He's been doing this since minute 1. And Fury 77 answers.
Real world manipulation goes in again. Saiyan has to back off.
Something tells me Occupied Thrones needs to go a little faster. The fact that they took the Lord in under 10 seconds, they should just take advantage of the lead.
And like I said, Lunox really just needs these 2 items, and Leo really showing that he's training his brains off because he's not really committing, but he's making RRQ Akira think, I could commit, but will I commit? And that's really ruining RRQ Akira's in the way that they want to position themselves around the map.
Yes, and that's what RRQ Akira has been doing so well. In the games that they win, it's their pace, it's their tempo, and Occupied Thrones, their off-kilter way of playing the gold laner and assassin roles are throwing them off, and they're starting with a quad shadow into a shadow kill.
Quad shadow kill, gotta go all the way in the back line as well, but he's gonna get Chunga all the way in. Gonna be, oh no, his Gado's still alive, going in the Burnins as well. Burnin 7-7, pick up a double kill at the same time. It's gonna be Occupied Thrones, cracking over the mid lane for now. It's gonna be in a secondary engage coming up from Leo. King coming in to trying to make things work, but Hope super tanky. Burnin 7, but look at Mero. He's here with the ultimate. How King's down the King.
1-4-3. Say what you will about a gold laner being traded for 3 members, but they're converting out of their minds a top lane tier 2 plus a tier 2 in mid.
Ladies and gentlemen, have you seen a support assassin? That is Leo right there. The Shadow Kill, more of like a fake engagement tool, and he is super sleek. Shadow Kill once again, all the way through dodging Tekashi, but he won't fall, unfortunately. But that is so much time being bought by Thrones.
Ladies and gentlemen, have you seen a better example of a caster curse? The moment he talks about a player, oh, this guy's good. Oh, he got sacrificed. Speaking of which, Luis gets a kick on tomorrow.
Kick on tomorrow, but where's the follow-up coming out? King is actually jumping around. He's had to go in with the ultimate, but it doesn't connect. Occupied Thrones know they're 1 member down. They have to disengage.
Look at that fat wave that Occupied Thrones have left down bottom. Gusa needs to clean some house. So again, at least we're seeing some effects of Occupied Thrones. I'd rather say exotic tempo, right? It's throwing RRQ Akira off their own pace, and that's what explains this 4K, maybe 3.5K gold lead at 12 minutes.
Here's the thing, you gotta make sure your opponent doesn't know your next move. Speaking of which, another move that's happening.
It's gonna be a disaster happening in the mid lane. Barrel's desperately trying to run away. Take a real manipulation. Gado, whoa, get artillery strike from the sky. 2 members from the side of Occupied Thrones has gone down in a very unfortunate moment.
2 for none. RRQ Akira are shrinking this gold lead, and this Lord is looking dangerous. It's luminous.
Yeah, right now Luis is really saying, Depo is like, okay, you know what, enough of this. If I see absolutely any of you, I'm gonna catch you off guard, and my team is gonna follow up. A concealed play is happening. Is anyone gonna get sacrificed?
Oh Lord, less than half health. Luis's eyes on Maro. Hulk not even gonna get any closer. King is gonna retribution that Lord to oblivion, and RRQ Akira back in this game.
Yes, RRQ Akira definitely will be regaining a lot more control, a lot more goal momentum as well. But hold on a second, Hulk. Oh, King, he gets terrified as well, but he's to be able to dash out alive. But 37 say no, I'm gonna pull you down with a flicker first skill.
Any other team would have waited for the rest of their members to come on and then made a plan, but not Occupy Thrones.
I gotta say, looking at both these teams right now, I think they're playing with emotion. They're not really like, all right, this is the strategy. It's like, no, me angry, me fight.
Me kill.
Me
kill.
Hulk. Me Hulk. Just literally what Occupy Throne's doing right now. Leo going in. I don't know what he can do against Gusta Lagusta though. Wind of Nature will be activated but now, but will go into nothing but Occupy Thrones. Oh! Oh! Memory! Tears the Hayabusa up.
Me find Brody.
Me kill. That's how single dimension right now Occupy Thrones has evolved into. But it's going to be RRQ Akira gaining control. This game has devolved into something very crazy.
Yep, this is going to be a difficult defense for Occupy Thrones now that RRQ Akira has regained part of the map. They have a very small lead. Vision though, Occupy Thrones knows a little bit more. Oh, successful Lord defense, but wait!
Lewis, he's kicking for 7-7, saying right to the real one manipulation. Just buying some time. Takashi just slashing down Occupy Thrones. Myro will be the victim, and now it's going to be Takashi just buying some time to try to push down, using the minions, trying to land on some turret damage, but Occupy Thrones successfully defends for now.
I gotta give it over to Leo, not Occupy Thrones Leo, Caster Leo, because you called it out. Occupy Thrones, they should have fought a little bit faster because now RRQ Akira, they got the tempo back on their own field based off Lewis saying, guys, I had enough, let's go.
Yeah, of course, the real one, Malaysia and Gado is out of the fight for now. He has to go back and reset. Look at how, taking half HP. Leo, what are you doing? Right into the shadow kill, but he's actually doing something well. Maybe I push RRQ Akira all the way back, but the stun coming in. The Wind of Nature activated the handful. Ultimate misses. Gusta Lagusta, he likes it as 77 replies with a revenge.
1 for 1, both key members of both the squads. Luis gonna make it home safely. Maro still looking for bodies again. It's that savage, that instinctive, that very intrinsic way of playing Mobile Legends still on display here in this 16 minute bout. Let's take a look at the items.
Here's the thing, I thought the Brody had a Blade of Despair. He's like, no, I totally have way more than enough damage because now he has the Demon Hunter sword, so he has extra attack speed. So if anyone wants to tank, they can try. They legit can try, but they won't be able to get away with it. Looking at the itemization, he has the answer towards the Lunox. He has the answer towards the Hayabusa. So it's counterintuitive, but maybe don't go for the Brody first. Take members one by one, leaving him alone, and then go for it.
And that's way too many decisions, I believe, for Occupy Thrones to make right now, given the sudden clapback that RRQ Akira put on the board. Permanent damage to their mid, to their top, and now they force an ult from Gado.
Oh, that may be big.
Oh
and now
my
Gado
God.
will get kicked right into real woman base. Look at Leo in the background. Lucas activating the Wind of Nature at the same time. Leo to chase, but Lucas has proven super slick as well. And now Leo is the one that has the gun from the hills. It's going to be the assassin on the run right here, the king. But oh, Leo, where is he going? I don't know where, but it's going to be the Windnets. The Windnets coming out from RRQ Akira. And Occupy Thrones have to go back and try to defend, but no, RRQ Akira is showing them they want to make sure that Occupy Thrones doesn't go back for the fight.
Oh no! Those minions are getting cleared though. The fight is still continuing. Hulk still alive, torn apart memory, taking down the Fredrin.
Taking down the Fredrin as well. 37-7 respawn just in time. It's going to 3 members. Sega doesn't really have the ultimate as well, so he is going to be cleared up by 37-7. That is an emergency situation.
You know what? This game just got turned out to be so much fun. Gado 0, 3, and 4. He's looking for his moment. He's looking for that opportunity. But because he's looking for that opportunity, Luis sees him first and be like, you can go into brilliance, I can still catch you, dude.
That's why they call him the Brazilian heartbreaker, right? Like, you want to do something and you're so sure you can, but Luis just says, no, not on my watch. Let's take a look at this Lord. It is indeed evolved, ladies and gentlemen, so it has that extra ability. It can help clear waves, hurt opponents on the defense, all the worse. And again, at least Occupy Thrones, they have Mono here in this Pixel Brush. I wonder, how can they find a catch?
So much boost control here from the side of RRQ. Occupy Thrones, they do have some form of boost control, but Leo is super ballsy right here, trying to look for any form of person to shadow kill as well. But Occupy Thrones has a very wide open base. They have to stem that bleeding for now. RRQ Brazil will start that Lord.
In this fight, look at Luis. He's looking for it. He's looking for Gado. He's looking for Leo. He's dictating the fight. If no one touches Gado in this up-and-coming fight, it could be all Occupy Thrones. But if Luis catches him, there's going to be trouble.
Oh, Astro Thunder not letting go. Oh, finally the Lord gets reset. But look at this, the Y bush to the east. Huge presence from Occupy Thrones there. Oh, RRQ gonna come in, conceal play.
He's looking for a conceal play as well. Hawk will be the victim for now. It's got all the members of the RRQ Wolf climbers in it. But Furry 77 is actually running ground. Hawk trying to buy some time, but not enough. It's got to be Furry 77 jumping all the way in. Second has to run for now. Meryl does have the king, but the king is actually trying to dish a dash. Gustav Lucas is finally joining the fight right now. Just a hard damage. RRQ, Brazil definitely carrying. And then there was Slay down Furry 77 and Gado at the same time. There is no way for Meryl to follow them.
2 for none so far, and RRQ Akira happy with the results. No free Lord for neither squad. They both have to reset. 2K goals lead for the boys from Brazil.
Small mistake by Gado just now, but hold on, this could be a bigger mistake by King. He went inside a 1v2.
As time goes by, the amount of mistakes that you start to make will escalate. Takashi already using the ultimate now, but it's going to be Leo. Oh no, he get caught. Gusta Lugusta, he is here. The real one manipulation, the wind construction going in. The quad shadows, not enough.
Too much to expect Leo to survive that. That's basically all the surviving members of RRQ Akira looking for revenge for their fallen jungler. Now, as quickly they turn to the Lord.
Okay, here's the thing, Occupy Thrones. You got 2 members going up against 4. How ballsy are you to go in? Because right now Luis is going for Maro. Looks like they're abandoning the Lord. They're going for a fight.
They're going for the fight as well. Gado going in all the way into Brilliance. We'll start this out. Hulk is actually going in as well. Gets slowed infinitely. Real One Man Division going in for 77. Holding on to the ultimate of the Lapu Lapu. Instead, Occupy Thrones. This Lord fight has gone on way too long.
Numbers don't lie. We said it before the game even started. RRQ Akira, if they see Lord, if they see members of the opponent team, we're going for the opponent team. We like fights a little bit more. But right now, they're securing the Lord for themselves.
Oh, yeah.
No way Occupy Thrones can get it. King secures it.
Yes.
Jace, this is what they call a Lord dance. All right, this happens about 4 or 5 times per game in a Filipino match in the MPL. And I have to say, RRQ Akira have done so well to orchestrate it, and Occupy Thrones did their best to respond. And that's why it lasted so long. We were originally looking at an 18-minute Lord. Now it's scaled up. It's a 21-minute Lord marching down mid.
This is very scary for Occupy Thrones because now there's almost no way for you to isolate anyone. Lord comes in. Luis tries to find someone.
Oh, Hawk in the middle to take on the damage as well. Second will start with the real one manipulation first. 77 doesn't really have the ultimate to work with. The Lord is already chunking down on the Occupy Thrones core. Maro is desperately trying to buy some time, but RRQ Brazil focus down the roof of Occupy Thrones. And now there's one member down as well. Occupy Thrones buys some precious time, but for how long?
Oh, they cleared the minion waves. King brought one through the bottom. Leo very low.
Leo very low. Second will be there to clean it up. It's now going to be a 3v5 in the favor of RRQ. As well, Luis will actually fall down and sacrifice at the same time. Hawk is absorbing so much damage, but he will not be there for long. Second going in the real one manipulation at the same time, but Gustav Lucas going in for the crazy plays. Go ahead. Nothing left for Occupy Thrones.
May have taken a while longer, but RRQ Akira have found a way. They're sending the MPL MENA champions home tonight. GG, well played, and thank you to Occupy Thrones, but RRQ Akira moves on to the next round.
Saying they did well is an understatement. they understand what was going on, and then they, with the experience that they have, they know how to fight against it. They know how to fight against Occupied Thrones, and even though Occupied Thrones has been